Oh, hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, dude, I was watching that, man.
Yeah,
Oh, he's such a moron.
bro. He's. I don't understand. I don't understand those type of people, man. Like even I know, e- even I know that our country's a mess, bro. And
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you know that too.
I
Bro,
do.
everything Obama's done is a mess. It's a whole out just mess. And just uh people like Josh, you don't see it at all.
And it's funny because he called himself a Republican, which
But he's
I mean,
not. He's not. He supported. He supported everything a Democrat does.
either he just wanted to be an asshole and argue every point because there's people like that, or he's really a so-called Republican. But he doesn't support most of the stuff that Republicans support,
Exactly.
Because there's people who are like that. They're Republican, right? But then like 90% of the things that Republicans support, they disagree with, and they only support like 10% of what Republicans stand for.
And then he said, I'm not voting for anybody. Okay, why are you talking shit on Trump then?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Why are you talking shit on Trump then?
Yeah. I don't and it was so funny because he actually brought up some stuff like that demagogue thing. He saw that on Twitter. It was an interview. I was trying to tell you, it was an interview with Stephen Hawking, and he was the first one that ever said anything like that. Which I agree. He is kind of a demagogue, but you know what? This election isn't anything like that's ever happened before. You know what I mean? And he's using the fact that he has the ability to be on TV and talk about things like this and use his personal power within the TV and media industry to stand up for what's right. And honestly, I think that's a great quality. That's a great trait. That's a great way he's using his power. So. And you guys, there was a couple things I kind of thought, I wish I could butt in. For instance, like they estimated his liquid. What is it here? I looked it up while I was doing some of this because I'm kind of like him in the same way. Like if we don't know something or we want to make sure we're right, we'll look it up. Which that's nothing wrong,
Yeah.
Let's see. His They estimated it to be his liquid assets to roughly be at $300 million.
Exactly.
His net worth is about. Trump said it's $10 billion. Forbes and I think a couple other. Articles said about $3 billion or $4 billion, something like that. But there's just some small facts that you need to get over. But
dude. And don't forget, I forgot who it was, but one of our past presidents has banned Muslims before. Mm-hmm. I think it was Ronald Reagan who did it first, and it worked. It worked. Mm-hmm. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think it was Ronald Reagan who did it first, and that shit worked. So, but right now, our whole country, as one country, is fucked up. Mm-hmm. It's a mess.
Right.
All of our trade is getting fucked. We are getting fucked by trade, by everything, and it just it makes me mad because he doesn't see it.
Right.
He's an idiot.
I agree.
I don't understand why. I just don't understand why he says he's Republican, but then he supports immigration,
right,
and all that stuff. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like no sense.
Right. I don't understand why it's okay for every other nation to Trump on. Well, I said Trump. That's kind of ironic, but to Trump on us,
like
it's okay for everybody else, but yet we have to accommodate to everybody that wants to step into our country. It's retarded. There's veterans.
And our military has,
you know,
bro, has gone down so much.
We're taking parts. We're taking parts from museum planes because we don't have the money to buy brand new parts or brand new planes. So we're going to these museums here in California, and these are planes from, 10, 20, 30 years ago, and taking parts off these planes to use it on the planes that we're trying to make fully functional. So our military doesn't fall out of the sky.
Exactly.
It's stupid.
It's just him. He's a softie. He cares about immigration, but which I can understand that. But right now, in like 2K16, we don't need immigration right now because it's a mess as it is.
Mm-mm.
We don't need all that. As a country, we need to work on ourselves first, and then I don't know, maybe in your future, I don't know, maybe, but as of right now, we can't accept immigration right now, man, because we're a hot ass mess.
Right. One thing he needed to understand too was we weren't, we migrated over here because of Britain, right?
Exactly.
We came over here, we were in colonies, and they were under our authority. It was when we took over Britain's rule, we then manifest destinied all across America, right? We took land. It wasn't just immigration into other people's land. We conquested land. So that means we fought for the land. And if they could defend their land and we take it over, it's ours now. That's just the way it was back then. And, you get all these Indians saying, oh, you took our land. You stole it from us. No, it was conquest. We that's just how it was. We fought for it and we won. We overthrew your castle. So it's ours now.
Exactly.
And so it's our right to protect that. And so now it's not like that anymore. We have our established countries. It's the way it is. If you're gonna immigrant over here, we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna get your papers. You're gonna take the test. You're gonna speak fucking English. How many people do I come in across? I work at a retail store. How many people do I? Oh, hey Tom, do you speak Spanish? I don't know what they're saying. I can't help this customer because they're here illegally and they want to buy something, and I can't understand them.
It's just like
that's how it was. That's how it was with Ellis Island, with all those immigrants coming over through Ellis Island. They had to speak English, and we gave them, we kind of did it wrong. We gave them, we gave them like new names, like new American names and stuff like that, which was kind of effed up. But we made sure they speak English. We made sure they passed the test, and if they didn't, sorry, you can't enter our country.
It's just okay. Look, if you come, okay, I don't know. I see you cross the border here when you were 16, and now you're like 35 or like 36, and you're still illegal, and you get caught. That's your fault, man, because you knew what you were doing. Your fault. So it's either you take the test and you get your papers and you're fine. But hey, fine. But if you want to be lazy and just say, fuck it, I'm going to take the test, then get out. Sorry.
Why is it okay for our veterans to have to wait months upon months to get any medical help?
That's
But
dude,
but
that's my
our
main point.
all those
That's my main point,
yeah,
bro. Like, that is so unfair. That is like, it makes me so pissed off because those people fought. Okay, get this. Fought for my freedom, for your freedom, and 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 for all illegals' freedom that are here, right? So, okay, so as an American, if I break the law in America, I go to prison, right?
Yeah, you go to jail, you get arrested, you get
Right?
booked.
Okay, so if an illegal immigrant comes here, and that's off the bat, that's breaking the law already, right?
They already broke the law.
They already broke the law. So why aren't they in cuffs?
Because we're weak. We're a weak country.
Exactly my point, dude. We're weak and we're a mess. We are so weak. It's unbelievable. We need Trump, man.
We do. And he brought up. I remember when he brought up the judge. I'm not too keen on that situation, but that Mexican judge that Obama just appointed in Supreme Court, and something happened with Trump University, and I guess Trump's saying, "How can I get a fair shake in this when the judge is Mexican?" And that was Trump bringing up a point. Why is it okay for black people to say, well, white people keeps me down? I can't get a job. We're minorities. Or why is it okay for Hispanics to say, oh, all these white people are getting jobs? They're racist. They're calling us. Yeah, but it's okay for them to step on us and say, you crackers, you white people, you racists.
Exactly.
We don't even do anything half the time.
Exactly.
And it's prejudice against us. We can't return things to stores because the manager's black. It's simple stuff like that, just simple little things that happen every day. But, everybody's the victim besides the people who are actually the victims, So it's just, I kind of got off track there. But, why is it okay for everybody to step on our toes and we have to accommodate? Oh, sorry, it's okay. I'll just dust off my own feet, Oh, and by the way, here's my wallet. And here's my credit card, and here's all my money, Why should my taxes go, because I pay taxes. I'm a paying citizen.
Yeah.
Why should my taxes go to someone who not only came here illegally, but is now feeding off my money, and
exactly.
when it could be going to something else more important? When I see these people walk into grocery stores, with J's on their feet and clothes that I can't even afford from the mall, using EBT cards. I used to work at several food places like Subway and stuff, and they come into Subway. Do you guys accept EBT? And they're wearing snapbacks, and they hopped out of a Cadillac, and they're on welfare. Like, maybe I should just hop on welfare because I don't make enough, to live on my own and stuff like that. I'm still having to live with mommy and daddy or my grandparents. Maybe I should just quit my day job because welfare and unemployment pays way more. Working $10 an hour for bullshit, and all these illegals and all these people who come over illegally, they kill people, they rape people. Not all of them do. Some of them are hardworking, but they take my money. They kill people. You've seen all these deaths with illegal immigrant deaths. Trump has showed many of them at the rallies. And then look what. Yeah, look what's happening in Germany. All these Germany people with the Syrian refugees. Hey, welcome refugees, welcome refugees. And these refugees are coming over and they're destroying cars. They're raping all the women. They're killing people, causing all this drama. And it's ridiculous. And we're going to let them into our country. No, it's not okay.
It's not. That's why it's time for a change, man. It's time for a change, and we need it ASAP. ASAP.
I agree.
Because um um Obama has took us and we were going down, 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 down. It's just us as people. I can't believe that it get it this far. Like it amazes me how us, because we're supposed to be the greatest country of like of the whole world, but now all of a sudden we're a 60 country now. It's just, as of right now, I need a guy like Trump. We need a guy like Trump right now. Maybe not in the next 20 years, no. But right now, as of right now, yes, we need Trump. He's only hope, man. He's only hope.
Yeah, I agree.
And people like Josh, I don't really care about this country. That's my honest opinion. Josh doesn't care that much.
Yeah, it's just selfishness, and
exactly,
that's all it is.
He's not
thinking about the bigger picture. He's just thinking about how he could take and how he can help other people take, rather than work hard for what you have.
Exactly, but he needs to think about his own country first, though. That's the thing. He's thinking about other people's problems right now, and I feel like we've been doing that for the past years. I think, dude, really, I think we forgot about our own, because like fucking like so many immigrants have been coming in. We just forget about our own, and it's not how it should be, man. We can't let this go in. We had to change ASAP, fast as fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, because if not, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. And I mean, who knows what's gonna happen in the next 10 years if it keeps on happening.
Yeah, I agree, dude. We're so in debt. We're so overrun, so overpopulated with people that shouldn't be here, and
exactly,
it's just it can't be like this anymore. Nope. We almost, and I hate to say this, but we almost need to kind of purge who purge who doesn't belong, get them back where their country is, build up our borders stronger, upgrade our trade policy like Trump wants to, get us back to where, we're not feeding off, not only are we're not feeding off other countries to help us, but then people,
that's bad.
I mean, that's almost like it is, people come in, they feed off us, and we're so bogged down that we need to feed off other people. We can't even, tear ourselves up anymore. You know what I mean? Like we can't, we're so in debt, there's no jobs. Every company wants to outsource all the jobs and all the money, and he brought up Trump earlier, he used illegal immigrants. Well, of course he did. He's running a business, and he can't run a business in the United States when they tax him so high, and the jobs cost, there's no jobs, and it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So he outsources his jobs like everybody else does because it's cheaper, it's more affordable, and their economy is so much better than ours. And then just ship it over.
What are you doing, Josh?
You can't run a business without illegal immigrants. How dumb! When the country the way it is, you have to. Every business is doing it. So when he's running a business and he needs what was it, Puerto Rican immigrants, because it's cheaper and it's more efficient for his business, and our economy sucks ass, of course he's going to do it. And what do you think he's stepping in to do? He's like, I'm trying to make a change. I'm going to step and be president and say, we're going to change that. Companies are going to want to stay because they're no longer going to get that free shipping, over here to the United States.
Exactly.
And then the cheaper labor, they're going to be made in America, by Americans, for Americans. And then we'll ship it out to whatever country who wants it. And it'll be a fair trade. That's what a Fair Trade Act means. It's supposed to be fair trade with one another. Not, China gets, no taxation on anything. And then when we ship over there, we get taxed 30% on all our goods or something, something like that. I don't know what the policy is off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up, but it's just ridiculous. You're right. We need a change. We need better policies. We need stronger borders. We need, we don't need Trump. He said Trump's taxes. I just looked up on taxfoundation.org, and I'm willing to say the link. Based from Hillary Clinton, his income tax rates and capital gains and dividends taxations is way lower, not only than any other Republican nominee for the election, but for Hillary Clinton. She wants to get all the money from all the companies and all the hardworking people, just like Bernie Sanders wants to. And Donald Trump wants to make it even across the board. Everybody pays their fair share rather than, they make $1 million, well, they're going to pay, $700,000 to the state, just saying numbers. He wants to say, okay, you make this much, you pay your taxes. You make this much, you pay your taxes. You make this much, you pay your taxes. Your business will have trickle down. That's just the way it works. That's how economic works. And he's not going to, he's over here saying, his tax rates, his tax brackets are so high and he wants to take all the money for it. I'm looking at them right now. He's eliminating this investment income tax on capital gains and dividends, and he's eliminating estate taxes, and his tax rates on ordinary income. He's doing a 10, 20, 25, and he's got a whole bracket. And meanwhile, Hillary Clinton's just got this tax budget for everybody who's rich. It's just ridiculous. Surtax on this and tax on how much. It's just stupid. So if he wants to sit there and talk about tax stuff, here it is, taxfoundation.org. You can simply be over here, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and you could see the differences on how they do things.
It's just, I mean, T's. How can I say this?
Oh, man.
How can I say this? He's smart. I'm not gonna give him that. He's smart, but Josh doesn't understand that he's also getting fucked. He doesn't understand it.
His family's getting fucked too.
All families are getting fucked.
His middle class family
is getting fucked.
His middle class family is gonna get fucked because he wants to sit here and say, I don't know if he said this or not, but all the low profile income people, they get a bunch of money, they don't get any taxes. Meanwhile, middle class and higher class people, they're going to get taxed a buttload. They're not going to get any raises, and then prices are going to raise on top of that due to inflation. We've seen this before with Reaganomics. Be real, you know what I mean? Like, and then he wants to say we can't build a wall, but we can give free college.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way in hell.
There's a validity or whatever he said. There's a valid way to run economics so we can get free college, but there's no valid way to make sure that we can build a wall. If I go to Mexico and just hop the border, I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get put in prison.
Yeah.
For years. And you know what? My country's not going to do anything to help me.
Exactly.
And when I get out of prison, they're going to say, now get out of our country, and I'm going to go back.
Leave.
Yeah. Yep. You know? So why should we say, And then he wants to say, let's not build a wall. Let's bump up our border patrol. We have border patrol, but the area is so big, and they just tear down our fences, and all our taxes aren't going to the right places. So people, millions of people are just coming over the United States. No one ever goes over there. That includes drug cartels, crime, murderers, and criminals. And people come over and they kill our people.
I just caught. I think it was like a month ago or so. They caught tons of cocaine in Florida. Tons of cocaine in Florida. And where's it coming from?
I don't know. Maybe the cartels?
And where are the cartels from?
I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know.
I think Mexico.
Oh, okay. But Trump's a racist, and we don't need a wall. There's a better way to deal with this.
But then, Trump's a racist, but then it's okay for them to bring over tons of cocaine to our country. How is that? How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense at all. It's ridiculous.
And
and the Mexican president, he went on Fox News and, well, we're not going to build that effing wall, and Trump's crazy. We're not going to build the wall. Yeah, he's going to build the wall. And as, Trump said that's going to happen, and I forget the reason why, and I had a reason as to why. But, he's going to build the wall. He's going to make Mexico build the wall. And if worse comes to worse and all fails, we can build it. Not only will we get jobs, we're going to stop crime, we're going to stop immigration.
Dude,
we're going to get all those people on welfare out there working on the wall. There's more than one way to go about this.
They get so much money off us from Ford, right?
Yeah.
Ford.
Yeah. From
Ford, Chevrolet.
There's a few air conditioning companies and
Yep. They get millions and millions and millions of dollars a year from us. We just stop. We just stop trade.
If you want to make your products, come to the United States, give United States Americans jobs, and we will reward you.
Exactly. So, I mean, if he wins, the wall's going up. I don't care. I don't care. Who says otherwise, like Josh, like a fucking idiot, like Josh is. But he's gonna be president, and Josh is gonna have to take everything he said and just stuff it up his ass because it won't. It's honest truth, bro. He's to be president, and he's gonna have to suck it up. Like, sorry, bro.
I'm happy he can't vote. I'm happy he's not old enough to make that decision yet.
Yeah.
Because I don't want his vote counting for anything.
And then he says, I'm not going for Hillary, Bernie, or Trump, but if I have to vote, I'll go for Hillary or Bernie. So then you're a Democrat, right? You dumb fuck.
Not only are you defending Democrats' stance, but then you're going to go vote for one. Like, okay.
He says, no. I'm Republican. No, you're not. He's an idiot. Jeff is an idiot. And
he's an independent idiot.
I knew from the start we would kill him off because when he was arguing with his one chick, I was laughing at my phone because he was saying some dumb shit. I was like, are you serious?
He was taking advantage of the fact that she didn't know too much. you know?
Yeah, but then he got to us. He was like, "Oh shit, these guys know what they're talking about," and he took the L. I just can't believe he supports fuck immigration right now. Yeah, my little family's here. Yeah, I know that. It's just it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't know. Josh, you're an idiot, man. Sorry. That's just what. Sorry, man.
Josh,
you're a dumb fuck.
Josh, you have your opinions. You have your thought process, and there are thousands of more people like you. That doesn't necessarily make you an idiot. It makes us an idiot in our eyes. It makes you an idiot in our eyes because we have our opinion as well. I think you just need to make sure you know your facts. You make sure that you think about how it can affect us because we live in this country. I think you just need to take everything overall and really put some thought into it. And if that's really what you believe, if that's really what you think, Josh, then let it be. And you can vote for who you vote for when you're able to vote. And you can say what you want to say. But please don't take advantage of people who don't know what they're talking about. And don't argue based on opinion. Argue based on facts and research. And I also noticed I appreciate the fact that when you didn't know something, you tried to look it up, but don't automatically shun everybody off. Say, oh, you're wrong, you're dumb as fuck. Just say, oh, you have an opinion. You say you base it off facts. Let's work this out. Let's look it up. Let's see how we can arrange something. So maybe where we can meet in the middle, or one of us can say, okay, I'm wrong. You're right on that part. So, this doesn't need to be a fight. I mean, we live in the same damn country, let's just work things out. And if that's what you stand for, then don't call yourself a Republican and say something totally different than what a conservative would stand for. It just doesn't make any sense. You just don't argue just to argue because that's how you really feel. So, I don't know.
It's just, I don't know. It's just,
we think you're an idiot and you think we're an idiot. That's fine. That's how politics work.
He wasn't talking like the American way. He was talking as if he was from another country, as in he came here, and then because he supports immigration, but then again, tough Americans, they don't support immigration.
Right. They wouldn't. It doesn't make any logical sense. It bogs down our economy. It bogs down our jobs. It bogs down our population. It bogs down criminal activity and there's just, people's incomes. It's too. There's too many cons to say, oh yeah, we can bring people over, no problem.
Minimum wage went up. Why?
Oh, why? Yeah, that's irritating too. Are you serious? Why? Look what he just said. There has been no correlation to crime and illegal immigration, unfortunately. Okay. I don't want to take back everything I said and say he's a fucking moron. But, if I don't know where you got that.
This guy really said that.
I don't know where he got that fact from.
Are you serious?
Maybe he got it from I'mAnIdiot.com. But
are you fucking serious?
People have died.
What?
Because of illegal immigration. And you're going to sit there and say, there has been no...
Look at 9/11. Look at 9/11, you dumb fuck. They came... They came from Middle East.
I see what happened.
Illegally.
I see what happened. What happened was they were living in their country, right? And they said, I'm an American citizen. And then they hopped on one of our planes and then just decided to kill everybody. They're not illegal immigrants. They're one of us. I forgot about that. That's how it works now. They're not illegal immigrants. They're American citizens. So,
Josh, you're a real tool, man. You're a real tool, bro. Wow.
And the funny thing is, we can sit here and argue with him all night long, and it's not going to change one bit of his train of thought. No matter how right we are, no matter how wrong we are, no matter how right he is, there's going to be no change in thought. Any circumstance, there's going to be no change in thought process for anybody. So I don't know if it's even worth it, but
exactly. Like, say I bought a house, right? Okay, and I'm in my house. In my house, I'm getting robbed over and over. I keep getting robbed over and over again, and and the guys who robbed my house were white. Over and over, kept robbing my house, and it was a different white man every time, right? So if you go outside your lawn and you see a white man on your property or something, you can automatically think he's gonna rob my house because he's white, because because all the time kept on happening. It kept on happening. It kept on happening. So you gain this trust. I mean, you gain this trust not to trust any white man anymore because your house kept getting robbed by a white man. Okay, now take a Muslim. Every single terrorist attack that's happened here, they're Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Over and over and over again, right?
At least most of them were Muslim. I know there was some
Yes.
white people and
Yes,
maybe
yes.
some black people. Not that I remember, but go ahead.
But I was a Muslim, right? So as a country, we have gained this how can I put this? Like it's embedded in our heads and not to trust any Muslim anymore because it kept on happening. Why do you think you go on a plane and you're scared to fly? Why?
Because you don't want to get blown up. That's the first thought that comes to my mind. And I've never even been on a plane.
But as a country, do you think that's our fault?
No.
No, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think it's smart. No, it's media approach. How close-minded can you be? Radical profiling at its finest.
So it's us. Okay, so me as a white person can't racial profile. That's what he's saying. I can't have stereotypes. I can't be afraid of colored people because of their actions. But it's okay for them to racially profile against me. And that's exactly what Trump was saying.
Not all Muslims are terrorists.
You realize, that's true. But you realize, just like your buddy said, that the Quran, and he says radical. If you're a Muslim, this is what you believe, okay? You believe that everybody should die if they don't believe. I mean, look at all the people, all the Christians they're killing, and all the Jews that the Muslims are killing people. They're beheading people, but
you're just prejudiced.
We can't be prejudiced. We can't be stereotypical, but they can.
No. Here.
Where'd you go, bud?
Fuck. Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's all good.
I was something I forgot. And the Quran says, this is facts. It says that all, not some, it says all, everything to the west of them, they're enemies. Everyone to the west. And look at
everything that's happened from Paris to Germany, they're to the west of them. This way, right? So I think it's a good idea to ban Muslims for now. I'm talking about fucking abandoning them forever. I'm just I'm just saying for now. And Josh is like, no, don't ban them. No, don't. That's mean. No, don't. Please don't ban them. That's mean. Now, it's just, I feel like Josh, he has too much sympathy. And that's how we're a mess because a lot of people have sympathy.
Well, of course there will be repercussions by people like you.
Yeah.
You'll be out there on the streets. Lift the ban. We're all one people. They don't think we're one people. That's why they come over and kill us. That's why they come over and they promote ISIS and they recruit Americans and they send the Americans over there and then they don't even join ISIS. They just behead them or hold them captives.
Exactly. But then it's okay for them, but it's okay for Muslims to take Americans as prisoners and fucking kill them. Oh, no.
That's not prejudice.
That's you, Josh. You're an idiot, man. You're stupid.
No, we're done with you because we can't talk sense to you. You don't want to take anything we say. At least with the open mind, you just want to say, nope, that's not how it is. Here's the facts that I just pulled out of my ass, or I just Googled for 2 seconds and I found somewhat of a relatable source, I just think it's funny as us as Americans, we just get stepped on. We just get stepped on by everybody. And it's not okay if we stand up and start leveling the playing field. We just have to keep getting squashed and just keep getting stepped on.
And it's not how it should be.
No, we're Americans. We live in America. So therefore, we come first. We need to get our country set straight first before we can start letting any refugees in, before we can start letting immigrants come in and start to become citizens, before we start ever taking a dime of our tax money and putting it towards something other than what would be good for this country or at least the goodness of our world. If there's a war going on, just like we did with World War II or the Vietnamese War, if there's a war going on, we go and help. We help. We put our tax monies towards that. It's all part of NAFTA and all that good stuff. Long story short, we need to make sure we're good force. We're good first. We can't be letting people in when we don't even got a grip on ourselves.
Exactly, Josh. But you're too hard-headed to realize that. You're hard-headed. Hard fucking headed. Like, you're hard-headed.
I get where he's coming from. We can help people. We can help people. There's nothing wrong with that. But if we're so much in debt, oh, sorry about that, bro. You get what I'm saying. I don't think I gotta go any further, but
yeah, man, it's just Josh. I don't know. Two will learn someday, soon enough.
When his family's getting raped by a bunch of Muslim radicalists.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we let them come over here.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any guns because he's for gun control.
Exactly.
And he can't protect himself. And he doesn't have any money because all his money went to, all the immigrants. And he doesn't have a place to stay because
Because he's a fucking idiot.
And he's
That's
got to
why.
stay with his parents, or his parents are poor now because, he
Josh is
decided
weak.
to tax the wealthy and give to the poor. He took the loss. Look, he took the loss and he left. He left the chat room too.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't make any points because I can't talk, so I'm out. Like, I sat there through his whole fight with you guys, and here I am making my points now. He can wait his turn.
Exactly.
He's done enough damage to people who not only could defend themselves, but to people who he just didn't know. He was just attacking that girl. And the girl was like, I just like Trump, like I agree with some of his stuff. I can't stand by everything because I don't know all the details, But he's just berating her with stuff, and it's ridiculous.
How, bro, that is so, I don't know, man. It's just so low of him to do. Like, how low can you be? Like, oh wait, let's go watch. Josh debate. I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he wants to debate me, dude? Should I do it?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk.
All right.
We'll see you there.
All right, bro.